Scorpio, Happy New Year to you all. So we're going to get straight into your reading. If there's any information that you require, you can find it all in my description box and in my pinned comment below. If you're cross-watching for a Scorpio, then just switch over the roles because this is general and it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody's situation. And if you are cross-watching, then I could be speaking to you directly, okay? Always, always, always use your very best discernment, okay? Also, as a final note as well, any of the zodiacs that I mention, again, keep an open mind, okay? Because that could be relevant to your own chart or someone else that you're dealing with, okay? Right, so Scorpio, we're tackling the reads this month in a little bit of a different manner, okay? I've got two tarot decks here that I've combined into one giant deck, and I believe that I can pull really in-depth information when I use the deck in this way, okay? Of course, I do have a standard deck on standby. It's just a traditional tarot deck on standby, and we're going to use that to clarify anything that I need to clarify, okay? Right, one more shuffle. Let's try that one again. Okay, yeah, right. So Scorpio, your first card out is Solitude, as Virgo energy. You then have Observe, as Pisces energy. Sacral chakra, which is your second chakra, which is all about your sexuality, your emotions, intimacy. It can be blocked by guilt. You then have Foundation and Achievements, that's Aries energy. Love Begins, Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Fertility, that's the Empress, so Taurus, Libra. Trapped in Fear, this is Gemini energy. The Heart Chakra, which basically speaks for itself, it's all about love. It can be blocked by grief. And then Heal, it's Aquarian energy. At the bottom of the deck, you have Flow. And this is the Wheel of Fortune because it's number 10, so Sagittarius energy. Right, the main zodiacs, because we've basically mentioned pretty much everybody, okay? The main ones that really jump to me in this particular read. Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, and Aquarius, okay? They're the main signs that are really popping from me in this read. What's under the Wheel of Fortune? Rebuild, the Tower, Mars energy. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with an Aries as well, because Aries is very loud, okay? But again, as I said at the beginning, use your own discernment, okay? It's very possible that you're dealing with somebody that doesn't have any of these placements in their charts, and they could in fact just be character traits of somebody instead, okay? Rebuild and Flow. So Scorpio, where do we begin? Okay, so Rebuild and Flow, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. As above, so below, right? What goes up must come down. If you put something out there, it's going to come back in. We all know this. We all know about the natural cycle of events, okay? Birth, death, rebirth. We all know about the cycle. I'm feeling with this one, this particular tower, it's a positive forward motion, and it is positive because it was hidden underneath the Wheel of Fortune. It was hidden. So it's not going to come as any surprise that more recently you have yet again had to rebuild your life, rebuild yourself. You've shed an old skin. Okay. with it, you might have shed a few connections along the way, right? This is indicating that this shedding, while very difficult and very painful, and you can see this individual standing in a pool of water. And when we read tarot, whenever we see water, we're like, okay, that's something that's triggered an emotional response. Okay, so this wasn't easy for you. It didn't come easy. It didn't come off a whim. It's not something that you just pulled out of the sky from nothing. This was something that you really did have to think very long and hard about. And you had to do it. You had to release somebody and rebuild yourself with them not included in your life. Okay, and you've done it with the best possible intentions. You can see the heart chakra wide open, but still protecting themselves. So this is your energy, okay? This is your energy. You're putting a lot more thought into who and what it is that you're putting your time, energy, and in particular, your emotions into, okay? You've got awaiting results hidden under that one. So again, it's like you're putting your intent out into the universe. You're waiting for something to come back in. That something is definitely coming back in. Okay. As above, so below. What goes up must come down. Again, the cycles, the natural cycle of things that happen. Mother Nature, you know, we all try and fight against Mother Nature, but ultimately Mother Nature's going to win. All right. Now, this fertility, we could take that as Mother Nature energy because it is the Empress, or we could take it as the feminine divine energy. Okay, take your pick. But we're seeing here a very clear picture of a possibly new connection, right? With this love begins right next to the Empress. And again, heart chakra. Heart chakra is very loud and clear in this read. It's shown up now how many times? 1, 2, 3 times? Yeah, 3. In fact, no, 4 times because it's on this one as well. If you look at the chest, heart chakra open. So 4 times you've got heart chakra. This is a situation or an individual that is very close to your heart. And we're seeing either a new relationship forming with that individual or new energy being brought into a pre-existing situation. Okay. I am going to clarify all this. As I said at the start, I do have my tarot deck on standby, and yes, we definitely do need to clarify. Now, you've got solitude, love begins, and heal. I think we need to clarify the solitude first, and then we're going to go on to the heal. Okay, before I go any further with this read. Why is solitude here, please, for Scorpio? Because you've been quiet, patient. This can also indicate the combining of 2 opposites as well. Solitude and temperance, divine timing, divine guidance, healing, solitude and observe. That's interesting because it's like you're quietly watching something play out, or you're quietly watching someone, but you're not saying with that solitude energy. You're not speaking your mind at this point in time. Tell me more about temperance, please. Okay. I think they did come out reverse. Ace of Wands reversed, Page of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Cups reversed. Right, 2 aces and a page in reverse. There's something here about potentially a missed opportunity, Scorpio. And this feels like someone feels like they might have missed out on an opportunity with you. Again, that could be business or romantic, okay? You just have to feel it out for yourself. What does this feel like to you? Because we do have both scenarios here. But it's something or someone that you genuinely really did love. Right? It's here. It's all over this energy. For some of you, this could be about a divine connection as well, with the angels showing up in this read, both on the Tower and the Temperance. Could this be a situation, Scorpio, where you were dealing with a twin flame counterpart and something had to come to an end between you two because one of the two, with the Temperance, one of the two wasn't quite ready? Ever since you have been in solitude and basically observing the situation from afar, or they have been observing you from afar as well. It's strange to me why these would be coming out in reverse. Okay, so we're going to take a closer look. Just give me a second. And tell me more, please, about these reversals for Scorpio. It's like something was not the right time, but now it is the right time. Why these reversals, please? Thank you. Have one more, please. These reversals for Scorpio. Thank you. Okay. Queen of Swords, the Eight of Coins, and the Ace of Cups again. And they're all upright this time. Okay. It's like you saw through something, Scorpio, or you saw through someone. And it seems to be that with this Eight of Coins, that's like trying to improve on yourself. It's trying to be a better version of who you were yesterday. With this, it's almost like it's telling me, with the Queen of Swords being there as well, that for your own mental swords health, you had to say goodbye to somebody. Even though you did love them, for your own mental health and for your own sanity, you had to say, like, no, this isn't happening. This cannot happen. This isn't going to be a thing. And then you've got the sacral chakra again, which is all about your sexuality, the things that make you happy, the things that give you pleasure. It can be blocked by guilt. So there's a situation that made you feel guilty. Is this telling me that you felt guilty for having to say no to someone or something, even though you really did actually love them, but you knew that they were not in a good place and that it wasn't going to benefit your highest good should things have continued down that path? So something about how it wasn't the right time back then, but now we're seeing with this foundation and achievements, the Four of Wands, the Love Begins, the Ace of Cups, and fertility, the Empress, that now something is the right time. Something like your story has not ended here. It's like when you had to say goodbye to someone or something, that was just the beginning of your story and it wasn't the end. That's the impression that I'm getting here with this. Why is fertility? Okay, why is fertility here? I didn't even get a chance to ask. The Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Coins. Yeah, there's a lot of Cups energy here, isn't there, Scorpio? A lot. Yeah. Okay, so we're absolutely looking at a situation, Scorpio, where you had to surrender something. Or somebody felt like they had to surrender you with that Five of Cups. I'm also under the impression as well that you're not in contact with whoever that individual is. Because they're in fear, they're trapped in fear about how they feel, and they still have a lot of healing work to do. I don't feel that this trapped in fear is your energy, Scorpio. I genuinely don't. Because if there's one thing to know about a Scorpion, is they're not afraid of their feelings. They're very at home with their feelings. You've got an individual around you, Scorpio, who is currently in a lot of regret. And they're looking back on the situation as it played out. And I'm getting a strong impression that this is somebody who is coming back round. They're coming back round to you. Why is trapped in fear here, please, for Scorpio? Thank you. The Three of Cups. Because you probably have moved on from this situation or this individual. You've probably moved on. You've probably either married or engaged or thinking about starting a family, or you have created a family with someone else. There's a third energy in this read. There is, and I don't normally get that with the Three of Cups, because the Three of Cups pertains to a reunion. It pertains to a very happy conversation, you know, a meeting of the minds. It pertains to a compromise. But it came out to clarify trapped in fear. Trapped in fear. Someone is afraid because it's like you've had to say goodbye to them, but they never fully said goodbye to you. That's what's coming out in this read. It's very possible that you've already long since moved on from whoever that individual is. Very, very possible, because we started off your read with the Wheel of Fortune, flow, and the Tower, rebuild. You've already rebuilt yourself from this situation. Therefore, this situation is something or someone from your past that you've already healed from. You've already done the work. It's like, why is this coming out in your read? It's coming out in your read, Scorpio, because this is someone else in your energy that is absolutely wanting to make a return. They do. It's here. The Two of Cups and the Ten of Coins. They've got some kind of designs on having either like it could be a business partnership with the coins, or it could be romantic with the Love Begins. So take it as it resonates. This could be an ex-business partner or an ex-love. Because I'm genuinely, honestly seeing both in this read. Love and the possibility of it being something business related. Absolutely. Why is heal here, please? Thank you. The Two of Swords, yeah. At an impasse, stuck, making a decision. So basically what we're seeing, Scorpio, is a glimpse of someone else's thought process. Tell me more about Two of Swords for Scorpio, please. Thank you. King of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah, I knew we'd seen it. So a King and a Queen of Swords. That's their counterparts. That's a match. It's a pair. It's a pair. When it's of the same suit, it basically indicates that potentially we're dealing here with a situation of counterparts. But whether or not it's a healthy situation, again, like, use your best discernment, okay? Because it's not for me to sit here and tell you what to do, okay? Nobody knows your situation better than you do. I'm just reading cards, okay? You have to decide for yourself when this comes back in, and it certainly looks like something is coming back round again for a new cycle here, Scorpio. You're going to have to use your very best intellect and discernment as to whether or not this is going to be a healthy situation for you. Okay, you really, really do. But there's an offer here out on the table. If you want to take it, it's basically your cards are saying, look, you know exactly who this individual is, right? If you're uncertain, you only have to wait a couple of weeks. They're going to be in touch, and from that point forward, you can then make a decision. Well, have they done enough healing? Have they transformed their lives for the better? Or are they still stuck in this old energy of broken promises, potentially lies as well, false starts? Have they moved on from that, from those patterns of behaviour? Have they been able to break those patterns of behaviour? Do they deserve to sit at your table? Okay, that's for you and you alone to decide. But I'm telling you, someone is going absolutely crazy in their mind, trying to figure out, how am I going to come back? How am I going to come back? I'm wanting to go back to Scorpio. I'm wanting the house, the home, the family, the love, the business, the everything. The everything. But I don't know how to get back. I'm at a complete loss. Oh, and they're analysing you as well with that King of Swords energy. You're being analysed, observed. It's like they're trying to figure out, is it safe? Am I going to walk into a receptive atmosphere, or am I going to walk into a shitstorm? Is basically their thought process. What else, please, for Scorpio? Else for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Not for you. Not for you. A clear knowing that something is being denied to you. Rejection is the divine's protection, and refusing to acknowledge the red flags. Not for you. Okay, so pay close attention, Scorpio. Do you really need this cycle to come back into your life once again? Like, are you genuinely, is this what you want? Okay, because you have to decide. Not for you. It's under there, serendipity. Wow. Luck and good fortune. Source is using you as a force on behalf of the world. Your service is being supported. So I'm under the impression, Scorpio, that you cannot afford to be side blinded by whoever this individual is. Like, you just can't afford to do that. You can't afford to regress back in to that old energy. Like, you've come too far. I can see clearly in your cards how far you've come. You've come so far. This feels like an individual who can potentially trigger you into some kind of a regression. What else for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Okay, fluidity, outer core. Okay, so we're going to do the usual rule of 3. We take the healing message from the creator of the deck, your second and most important message from your own intuition while you're looking at the card, and then I will give you my intuitive message at the end. Okay, so it says, be fluid in your thinking. Holding on to old ideas in a rigid way is not beneficial for you. A nimble mind is a healthy one. It is never too late to admit that you were wrong or for you to change your mind according to new information. And this card, believe it or not, is actually ruled by the element of fire and not water, which is a bit of a surprise because it's a very watery card, but it says there, element fire. Okay, so fluidity, being able to change your mind, being able to admit when you were wrong. I'm getting the impression, Scorpio, that this is somebody who is trying to admit to you that they were wrong and that they made mistakes. And it's like, they're definitely trying to change their mind, definitely. But whether or not you allow them back in, or if you give them space, again, that's completely and utterly up to you. And of course, it absolutely does depend as well on what was it that they did to you that you had to rebuild from, you know, like how severe was it? Because remember as well, and I always push this because I'm sick to the fucking back teeth of hearing it, how Scorpios hold a grudge. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. And whoever repeats that crap needs to seriously sit back down, right? There is a huge, huge difference between holding a grudge and maintaining your personal boundaries. There is a massive difference, a world of difference. And it's about time that that was understood and that it was taken on board, okay? Because when it comes out in your card, Scorpio, that you had to rebuild, that's no small feat, right? You had to rebuild from something or someone. That tells me that this wasn't a minor misdemeanor that someone's done to you. That's something bloody serious. And that means it is not a grudge. Okay? That's why it's super, super important that I don't sit here and, you know, try and tell you what to do. It's like, no, you have the power to decide for yourself what you deem is right for you in that moment in your life. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with the consequences of whatever decision that you take. Okay? All I can do for you is to read the cards as best and as honestly as I can. Okay, this is somebody who fucked you over in the past, coming back in. We see a similar thread frequently in your read. And they're coming back in and they're like, I was wrong. I made a mistake. So you're going to be in the difficult situation of deciding, is it going to be a healthy decision for you to let them sit at your table? Or are you going to say, nah, I'm not interested in your games. I'm really, really not. Okay, the choice is completely and utterly yours. Okay, right, so I'm about to pull out the swearing deck. If you're allergic to swearing, then you don't have to listen. Also, if you have enjoyed my content, then please let the algorithm know by liking, sharing, subscribing, or leaving a wee comment, because every little bit of activity on my channel, it really does help the channel to grow. And I genuinely do appreciate all of the support as well, okay? Also, before I forget, I'm going to try and remember this correctly. Don't forget to join me on the 17th of January at 4 p.m. GMT for your love read. Okay. Now, this wasn't actually supposed to be your love read. This was your general lifestyle read. However, we cannot ignore what actually came out in that read. Okay. But yeah, your proper love read is at, what did I say it was again? 4 p.m. GMT on the 17th of January. So yeah, make sure you make a note of that someplace in your diary. That would be great. Okay, right. Detox. What a surprise. Drink a smoothie. Unfriend that asshole. And throw some shit out. Yeah. Now, you might have released them from your energy, Scorpio, but they have not released you. I can tell you that for nothing. They have not released you. You've got a feeling you just can't shake. Yep. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Your intuition told you. It told you that this individual wasn't finished with you yet. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. So when you're listening, and this has been a repeating theme throughout this month, it's been unbelievable. When you're listening to your intuition, make sure that it genuinely is your intuition and not your loud inner critic. Okay, they're two different things. All right. Normally, your loud inner critic is very negative, and your intuition is the one that will lead you in the right direction. Okay, and fuck fear. It'll lie to your face. Yeah. It's beautiful. Okay, so that is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my pinned comment and in my description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.